The list of German motorcycle manufacturers includes 4 names. But let's be honest, the only company that is still operational and widely known around the world is BMW Motorrad. This Berlin hegemon of two-wheelers is represented across all major motorbike classes. But admittedly, the German quality goes hand in hand with the premium prices. The 2020 and 2021 model years have been very fruitful for the brand, and today's episode of Automotive Territory will cover all the latest model introductions with their respective specifications and prices. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and enjoy the ride! BMW M1000RR. If sports bike levels of performance characteristic of the S1000RR are not enough for your thrill appetites, BMW is now ready to satisfy them with the first ever bike co-developed with the brand's Automobile M division. The new M1000RR uses a revised version of the 999cc water-cooled 4-cylinder engine. This mill gets a number of mechanical revisions, new shift cam technology, and now peaks at 212 horses at 14,500 RPM. The torque output, on the other hand, does not change much, topping at 83 pound-feet, while the red line is now shifted to 15,100 RPM. The chassis of the bike has revised geometry for riding on the track, plus it gets the Motorrad's first carbon fiber wheels equipped with the M brakes. In addition, this RR boasts an M-specific design with winglets and high windscreen, offers available M competition package, and comes equipped with a 6.5-inch TFT display. BMW R18 and R18 Classic. Often referred to as the first modern cruiser from BMW, the R18 marks the company's re-entry into this motorcycle segment. The bike's styling invokes the memories of the legendary BMW R5, especially when you see the exposed driveshaft, the lines of the rear swing arm, and the front forks, encased in sleeves. However, the most noticeable part of the bike's exterior, which is also the model's most discussed feature, is the all-new big boxer engine with 1,802cc. This is the biggest BMW boxer mill since 1930s. It delivers 91 horsepower at 4,750 RPM and peaks at 116 pound-feet of torque as low as 3,000 RPM. The bike is released in standard and classic versions. The latter is pre-equipped for long-distance riding and adds a high windscreen, passenger seat, and a set of saddlebags. It also features an additional LED headlight and electronic cruise control. BMW R1250 GS and GS Adventure. The GS family of dual-sport motorbikes has been on sale since 1980, so this year marks its 40th anniversary. Just in time for the celebration, the company brings to the market an updated, top-of-the-line R1250 GS model in standard and adventure guises. The bikes use the same Euro 5 compatible 1254cc 2-cylinder boxer with BMW shift cam technology, 136 horsepower, and 105 pound-feet of torque. Since the GS models are more off-roadish in nature, you can expect a comprehensive suspension setup with 7.5 to 8.7 inches of travel. As standard, the models get full LED headlights that can be optionally enhanced by adaptive cornering-aware technology. Newly kit is the integral ABS Pro, as well as dynamic traction control, while Hill Start Control Pro is available as an option. Lastly, the equipment list includes a 6.5-inch TFT screen and 3 riding programs, including a newly added Eco. BMW S1000R. Derived directly from the supersports S1000RR, the supernaked takes full advantage of the new architecture and preserves the strengths of the predecessor. The entire bike went through a significant weight reduction process to show 438 pounds, 199 kilos on the scales. In the meantime, the engine and the flex frame takes on a much greater supporting function, allowing to narrow the frame, reduce the width of the bike, and provide more knee contact area. The newly developed 999cc liquid-cooled inline 4-cylinder generates 165 horsepower at 11,000 and 84 pound-feet at 9,250 RPM. The mill gets adapted gear ratios, optimized mid-range torque, and optional engine drag control. Out of the box, the BMW S1000R is armed with an ABS Pro with DTC, 3 riding modes, full LED lighting package, and a 6.5-inch DFT instrument cluster. BMW R90. The entire quartet of sport heritage BMW models welcomes the 2021 season with Euro 5 compliant engines, richer standard packages, and a wider array of options. The R90, R90 Pure, R90 Scrambler, and R90 Urban GS still share the air oil-cooled 1170cc twin-cylinder boxer that now benefits from the new cylinder heads for the cleaner and more efficient burn. Moreover, this modification improves torque in the range between 4,000 and 6,000 RPM, which has positive effect on the pulling power. The expanded stock equipment package includes ABS Pro with power-altering dynamic brake control, new shock absorber with travel-dependent damping, and hand adjustment of the spring preload. Further convenience is added with the full LED lighting, rain and road modes, new circular instrument housing, and a USB charging socket. Further convenience is added with full LED lighting, rain and road modes, new circular instrument housing, and a USB charging socket. One last thing, if you're not impressed with the stock models of the R90, consider looking into the numerous custom modifications like the recent one by Ziller's Garage in Russia. It has hand-formed aluminum body, likely inspired by the Geth synthetic race from a popular sci-fi game, Mass Effect. BMW G310 GS. 4 years after its successful debut, the Germans refreshed the smallest member of the GS line. Though the 2021 model still carries the 313cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder with 34 horsepower, it gets an updated electronic throttle controller to meet Euro 5 emission standards. Besides, there is a new anti-hopping clutch kit that reduces drag torque during braking maneuvers. The clutch and the handbrake levers are now adjustable, allowing the rider to choose between 4 presets. Another notable upgrade is the addition of the standard LED headlight and turn indicators, as the previous model had light diodes only at the rear. The new optics will help you distinguish the updated G310 GS, but this task becomes far easier if you opt for the exclusive Rally or 40 years GS paintworks. Now is a perfect moment to smash the like button. Do so, and you'll be supporting our channel and BMW Motorrad. Let's keep rolling. BMW F900XR and S1000XR. These new sport tours respectively share the underpinnings with the F900R Roadster and S1000RR Superbike. The already high-spec machines are becoming a little better in every aspect, starting with a revised engine for the 900 model, which now makes 105 horsepower, and of course the all-new inline 4-cylinder for the 1000 with 165 HP and 84 pound-feet. Both machines now fall below the 500 pounds dry category, with the larger variant losing as much as 22 pounds on the scales. When it comes to the standard equipment, there is not much else to be desired. The bikes welcome an onboard dynamic ESA, 4 pro riding modes, ABS Pro with DTC, hill start control, a bright 6.5-inch TFT screen with full connectivity, and full LED lighting. BMW R18 Dragster. Developed by Roland Sands Design, this version of the R18 focuses both on the exterior modifications and improving the bike on the mechanical front. To transform the BMW Cruiser into a nitrous-injected drag racing machine, several updates were required. The standard rear suspension had to be removed to fit in Sand's own custom wheels, while the new front fork was sourced from the BMW R90 for a lower and more aggressive stance. To ensure better control over the mighty flat twin, Sands took the front braking system from the BMW S1000RR, but equipped it with his own clutch master cylinders and controls. The tank and front end remained unchanged from the stock model, though most bodywork, including trimmed fenders, headlight bezel, steep back drag seat, and hydraulic front brake, were customized. BMW F750 GS, F850 GS, and F850 GS Adventure. The middle-class dual-purpose BMW GS models are joining the aforementioned heavier and stronger 1250 GS siblings in the celebration of the 40th anniversary of the line. The trio appears fresher and more dynamic thanks to the new color schemes and wider equipment selection for the ultimate GS experience. The shared 853cc liquid-cooled four-cylinder already meets Euro 5 emission standards, so the mill does not go through any changes. The model's output is still rated at 77 and 95 horsepower and 61-68 pound-feet of torque respectively. There are new paint schemes with the top-of-the-line special 40 years GS that also adds some unique badges. The added standard equipment includes a windscreen adjustment mechanism and a TFT display with improved connectivity. BMW R1250 RT. This range-topping BMW tourer was introduced to the market in 2019, but this year the brand has given it a few important updates. The familiar 1254cc engine still nets 136 horses, but for increased fuel efficiency, it gets a new eco-riding mode. Up front, you will recognize the 2021 bike by the new fairing that has improved aerodynamics and houses full LED headlight with optional adaptive tech. However, the most important changes take place on the technological side. The RT gets standard integral ABS Pro, dynamic traction and cruise controls, while options include a revised Hill Start Assist Pro and a newly developed active cruise control that uses a radar sensor to measure the distance to the vehicle in front and adapt riding speed accordingly. Finally, the dashboard now houses a huge automotive 10.25-inch TFT display. Blackmon R18. Blackmon is a nickname of a renowned customizer from Austria, Bernhard Naumann, and it could be artistically translated as Iron Man. In 2020, he partnered with BMW Motorrad to give the R18 a neo-retro vibe. The bike's fuel tank has been completely reshaped. It becomes narrower and obtains knee cutouts, while also exposing the engine even more. Then Naumann modified the headlight frame to mimic the kidney grille design of the BMW cars and placed a filament lamp in the center, protecting it by a one-off plexiglass lens. Finally, the Blackmon Custom R18 gets unique black paint and classic white pinstripes. The powerful 1.8-liter boxer remains untouched, producing 90 horsepower and 117 pound-feet of torque. Would you agree that BMW bikes are among the leaders in their respective segments? Will the latest improvements help them in staying competitive on the international arena, and which model is your personal top pick? Share with us in the comments below. Proceed to watching other 2021 motorbike lineup reviews by following the links on the screen. Like, subscribe, and may the torque be with you!